Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are fit and fine. Welcome back again to online video classes. I am Raza Ali Mugheri, lecturer of physics at Cadet College, Panwakil. Today we will discuss about a topic named as expansion of gases. Before going to discuss what is expansion of gases, we have already discussed the expansion among the solids and in liquids. The expansion in gases as gas molecules also expand on heating and contract on cooling, they depend on the pressure. कि लिक्विड और सॉलिड की तरह गैसेस के अंदर भी एक्सपेंशन होगी, वो एक्सपेंशन हीट के बढ़ाने से और जैसे ही हीट कम करेंगे तो उनके अंदर कूलिंग या कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हो जाएगी। उसके अलावा लिक्विड्स के मॉलिक्यूल हमेशा डिपेंड करते हैं प्रेशर के ऊपर। Now, on the basis of expansion of gases, we have two different law which we will discuss today. First one is Boyle's law and second is Charles' law. This Boyle's law was given in 1622 by an English scientist named as Robert Boyle. The statement of this law is very simple. Volume of a gas is inversely proportional to the pressure where temperature is constant. कि गैस के मॉलिक्यूल्स के अंदर जो उसका वॉल्यूम होगा वो इन्वर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल होगा प्रेशर के साथ अगर हम टेम्परेचर को कांस्टेंट करें, मतलब कि टेम्परेचर को कांस्टेंट करने के बाद किसी भी गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स का जो वॉल्यूम होगा वो इन्वर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल होगा प्रेशर के साथ। अगर हम वॉल्यूम बढ़ाएं तो प्रेशर कम होगा, अगर प्रेशर को बढ़ाएं तो वॉल्यूम कम होगा। Here is a mathematically derivation for the Boyle's law. First of all, we have two cylinders and this cylinder was filled by a movable piston and inside the cylinders we have a gas molecules. Now, according to this law, whenever we are applying the pressure with the help of that piston, the volume of that molecules is come to decrease. कि pressure बढ़ाने से volume क्या हो जाएगा? कम। और अगर हम वॉल्यूम बढ़ाएंगे तो प्रेशर क्या हो जाएगा? कम हो जाएगा। नाउ मैथमेटिकली in the first container we have a initial volume and initial pressure, but these both cases will be only valid when we have a constant temperature. Initial volume is denoted by V1 and initial pressure is denoted by P1. Here final volume is denoted by V2 and final pressure is denoted by P2. According to Boyle's law, V1 is inversely proportional to P at constant temperature, which we write V is equal to V inverse 1 upon P constant temperature. To remove the sign of proportionality, we are placing equal and temperature T. Then to know the temperature, T is equal to P1 and V1. This will become equation number 1. Now for the second container, V2 inverse P at constant temperature, V2 is equal to T P2. Then by rearranging, T is equal to P2 and V2. Now this will become equation number 2. As you all know, the Boyle's law is only valid on the constant temperature. Here the T1 means के initial temperature and final temperature will be same equal. By putting their values, T is equal to P1 V1 is equal to T2 is equal to P2 V2. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. This becomes the formula for Boyle's law, which we will use to find the initial pressure, initial volume, final pressure or final volume. The Boyle's law is inversely volume proportional to the pressure. On the behalf of that, the graph between volume and pressure will be a curve path. Now we have a Charles law. In 1887, a French scientist named as a Jacques Charles present a law which is called as a Charles law. The statement of this Charles law is volume is directly proportional to temperature where pressure is constant. कि कांस्टेंट प्रेशर के ऊपर गैस के अंदर जो उसका वॉल्यूम है वो टेम्परेचर के साथ डायरेक्ट रिलेशनशिप है, जिसका मतलब अगर हम टेम्परेचर को बढ़ाएंगे तो गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स का वॉल्यूम बढ़ेगा, अगर टेम्परेचर को कम करेंगे तो गैस मॉलिक्यूल का जो वॉल्यूम है वो भी कम होगा. As you see in the diagram, we have two different diagrams. इनिशियल टेम्परेचर हमारे पास T1 है, फाइनल टेम्परेचर T2, इनिशियल वॉल्यूम हमारे पास V1 है, फाइनल वॉल्यूम हमारे पास V2। इनिशियल वॉल्यूम और इनिशियल टेम्परेचर, अभी क्या कर रहे हैं, वी आर गोइंग टू इंक्रीज द टेम्परेचर। तो टेम्परेचर बढ़ाने से उस गैस मॉलिक्यूल्स का जो वॉल्यूम है वो भी क्या हो रहा है, बढ़ रहा है। लेकिन दीज बोथ विल बी ओनली वैलिड व्हेन वी हैव अ कांस्टेंट प्रेशर। तो इनिशियल वॉल्यूम को V1 से जाहिर करेंगे, इनिशियल टेम्परेचर को T1 से, फाइनल वॉल्यूम को V2 से और फाइनल टेम्परेचर को T2 से। तो जैसे ही हम टेम्परेचर बढ़ा रहे हैं तो टेम्परेचर के बढ़ाने से जो गैस का वॉल्यूम है वो भी क्या हो रहा है, बढ़ रहा है। सच रिलेशनशिप विल बी कॉल्ड एज अ चार्ल्स लॉ। नाउ मैथमेटिकली वी कैन आल्सो राइट चार्ल्स लॉ एज V1 is directly proportional to T1 at constant pressure. V1 is equal to K T1, where K is a constant. K is equal to V1 upon T1. That will be for initial volume and temperature. For final volume and temperature, we have V2 is directly proportional to T2. V2 is equal to KT2, then K is equal to V2 upon T2. As K is equal to K means the constant in initial volume and initial temperature and constant in final volume and final temperature are same. Therefore, K is equal to K. By putting its value, V1 upon T1 is equal to V2 upon T2. Now, this is a formula for Charles law, which is used to find the initial volume, initial temperature, and final volume and final temperature. If we draw a graph between temperature and volume, we will obtain a straight line because the volume and temperature are directly proportional to each other. Then we will got a straight line. That straight line will cut at a one point which is named as a minus 273 centigrade. Now what is minus 273 centigrade is a simply absolute zero. And how we can define what is absolute zero? Absolute zero temperature at which a thermodynamic system has the lowest energy. It corresponds to minus 273.15 centigrade on the Celsius temperature scale and to minus 459.67 Fahrenheit on Fahrenheit scale temperature. Absolute zero हमारे पास वो कम से कम दर्जा हरारत है जहां किसी भी मेटर के अंदर जो एनर्जी होगी वो बिल्कुल कम पाई जाती है। इट मीन्स कि लोवेस्ट एनर्जी है। उस लोवेस्ट एनर्जी को हम नाम देंगे एब्सोल्यूट जीरो। अभी सेंटीग्रेड स्केल के ऊपर उसका जो वैल्यू है वो है -273, जबकि फ़ारेनहाइट स्केल के ऊपर वैल्यू है वो है -459। Now, an important equation which is called as a general gas equation. General gas equation is simply used to find or used to calculate the volume, pressure, temperature, and number of moles among the gas molecules. This general gas equation was formed on combining of two different laws. Number first was Boyle's law and number second was Charles law. Now by using these equations are the statement of Boyle's and Charles law. First one, volume is inversely proportional to pressure at constant temperature. That was the statement of Boyle's law. Volume is directly proportional to the temperature at constant pressure. That was the statement of Charles law. Now on combining the both, V is directly proportional to T upon P. By removing the sign of proportionality, we are getting a constant K. Then V is equal to T upon P. Now the constant PV upon T, where K is a constant, depends upon the mass of, again, whenever we are dealing with the gas molecules, there is a mass, and in gas, the mass is always expressed in number of moles. Therefore, the N will be used for the number of moles. Now, for the constant, we will use a general gas constant or general a universal gas constant which is denoted by R. Then we have PV upon T is equal to NR, where P is the pressure, V is the volume, T is the temperature, N is a number of moles, and R is called as a universal gas constant or general gas constant. Then by rearranging the formula, PV is equal to nRT. This formula PV is equal to nRT is called as a general equation. With the help of that formula, we can easily calculate the four physical things among in a gas. pressure, volume, number of moles, and temperature. Where the general gas constant or universal gas constant has a constant value, that is R is equal to 8.3144598 joule per mole per Kelvin. You may simply read this value as 8.314. This will be called as a general gas constant or universal gas constant. Dear cadet, this is all for today's lecture. If you want to ask any question, you may ask in your comment section.